Hello, everybody. It's Bugsy No Name, the guy who runs the channel. Used to rant a lot. Now kind of regrets his earlier choices with this channel. Wishing that he could have made this channel what it is now a lot earlier. But while I sit here and ponder various things like I've been doing for the last what full day. Probably gotta do it for an entire week. We'll table some of the stuff. We'll table that. I'll table that for like a real talk at some point. So, well, I want to. So yeah, we're gonna talk about demonic Bugsy or demonic or Dem, whichever you prefer. So who is Dem? Dem originally started out as a kind of what if Prime actually took, because he did beat Lucifer, but what if he took his powers? Demonic was more of a kind of a dude that's on the side of evil, but not really technically evil. Just kind of doing what he does to survive, and not really taking any shit from nobody. Before I rebooted him, that's how he was. Now, in the current continuity, he's the cousin of Bugsy Prime. Like how Over and Heinrich are close to Prime. Demonic is too. Always the dude that's always there to kind of egg Bugsy on, or at least try to keep him a little bit focused at certain intervals when he's going a little too crazy. But they both can kind of do the same at the same time. They're kind of like they elevate each other and also balance each other out, and in some cases. Demonic now is the enforcer of the Bugsy Council, and also on the Council of Chaos Lords, which the bureaucrats don't like because they don't like his demonic appearance. But Prime actually looked at them and said, "He's family, and you all have tried to kill me at least twice. What makes you so sure that I shouldn't kick all of you guys out of the royal court because you guys have tried to assassinate me so many times?" They promptly shut up, shook a little bit, and let Demonic stay on. Like, the Bugsy Council and the royal court are two different things. Prime is a king in the Mockverse, right? So literally he has a royal court of all the other houses, because it's more like Chaos Lords have this whole society in the Higher Haven, which basically is like this space that people kind of misconstrued as heaven, because heaven is kind of the tellings of heaven kind of came from them. Because Chaos Lords do come down, they do have wings. So, fallen angels are kind of where... Fallen angels do exist in my universe, but that's where humans actually got to see, angels. Because angels and fallen angels don't really show themselves in my universe. But that's where people actually got the term fallen angels. And heaven, actual heaven rolled with it, so... But where does that fit with demonic? Demonic's father was Archimedes Kuro, youngest brother to Artemis Kuro, Dardarchus Kuro, Dardarchus Quandalius Kuro, and and his other brother, his other brothers, his other brother Scats Kuro, or Uncle Scats, as the others call him. Tobias married a Chaos Lord woman known as Annabelle Landgrab. Yes, the land. Yes, there's a Landgrabs are Chaos Lords. Kind of. Y'all didn't know that. Well, now you do. So, I like everybody else's childhood. Demonic had kind of a privileged upbringing, but it was still pretty bad. Archimedes being the one that always was there for his son. Annabelle kind of being a little bit more harsh. But softening up over the years because she saw how her actual verbal, I would say verbal abuse was actually treating how it was hurting young Dem at the time. Dem kind of was on the other side of things. When Prime zigged, he zagged. But he always had deep respect for Bugsy Prime. Or at this point, Argos. He had deep respect for Argos. Always going above and beyond for him and vouching for him when stuff happened, when various things happened. Well, this one time in Atlantic City is where Dem basically got the name Demonic. Because the way he would literally play poker, it was like playing with a demon. He was so fast, so quick. Could really read everybody's tells with just only looking at them for a minute. That's where he got it. Later, he went to go. He took a wrong deal and went to hell for something that he didn't do. Satan tried to take his soul, but the thing about Dem, like Prime, who didn't really take his stuff, but Lucifer didn't, like, Satan didn't go insane until Prime took it. But Satan got his powers taken by Dem. He found out that not only that there are alternate universes, but also alternate hells. He met Carmilla, I would say, roughly after his first jump. She was just starting to be an overlord, and the two had a kind of bond about family, and one thing led to another, and, well, boom. Well, boom. They spent a lot of time together until one night of passion, boom, they had 2 kids. Dem wanting to be a little bit more stronger, knowing that the exterminations happen in this universe like every year, goes away to get stronger, telling Karm that he'll be back. Also, the Bugsy Council was being started. He literally goes to who's now being called Bugsy Prime, which is Argos. And he goes, it's like, oh, Dem, hey, I want you to help, I want you to join this council I'm working on. He's like, what's it called? The Bugsy Council. Isn't it kind of vain to have your name on it, Well, yeah, but it's like, it's your nickname, it's your nickname, it's my nickname, it's a few other members of our family's nicknames, so So it really does represent us. Don't you think? It's like, well, you do have a point. But I need to get a little stronger before that happens. And having a little bit of a conversation with Bugsy Prime, he tells Bugsy Prime that he has a wife and 2 kids. He says like, "Oh man, you should totally bring them here so I can meet them." And he goes, "Funny thing about that." Dem tells him, and Prime goes, "What? There's different versions of hell, and you got down with a Overlord of Hell." Yeah, you know, don't tell Pa and Ma. They don't need to know. They're gonna know. You're gonna be gone for all this time, so He still hasn't really told his parents about all of everything. They know about the demonic stuff, but they don't know about the other stuff. Archimedes and Annabelle would technically approve of this, but he doesn't know that. Still seeing his demonic powers as not as a strength, but also as a curse if his parents ever saw. And the fact that he's married to an overlord, well, he thinks they're just going to disown him when that isn't really true. He's very powerful, but his bond with his family is what really defines him and makes him different than any other demon. He has some demonic powers, but he's only half demon. But it really doesn't matter because it's like the chaos energy that still flows within him, like it does with all Chaos Lords, kind of makes him into a full demon in some way because Chaos Lord energy, kind of makes anything you want come true. So yeah. He's always cared about Prime because they've just been through a lot together. When Sep left, he was there. When it was Argos's first prom with Zig, he was there heckling before they went into the limo. When he was in when Dem went to Atlantic City, Prime was there, kind of just getting into it and kind of finding out he has a gambling addiction, which Dem saved him out of. Why they always talk about Atlantic City, that's why. Even now, he just kind of tells Prime to watch it because literally he could at any time, get a little zonked with his gambling addiction. But, and like Dem has said, he doesn't own any, no one owns his soul. No one basically can really top him. Not even another overlord can really match him in certain ways. I think he could totally be, and even though he's my character, I think he could totally, I think it depends, because if Alistair's deal is what I think it is, his power is probably limited. So, Dem could probably beat him, but if Alistair is unrestrained, if Alistair is truly unrestrained, and he's not really fighting at his fullest, but Adam was stronger than him for a minute, then I don't know. Maybe Dem would have some problems. Maybe he wouldn't. Who knows? But he really does think he could beat Alistair or any of the other V's, which he does have a kind of hit list on. Also, he doesn't know who Striker is, but if he ever does see Strike, but maybe he does know Striker, who knows? There's a lot of things I'm keeping secret about Dem's whole get down. To be expanded on in other stories. So yeah, there's a lot to Dem you don't really know. And right now, it's alright. But his powers. Well, he can shapeshift into anything he wants via the Chaos Lord energy, his Chaos Lord DNA. He can basically turn into a bigger demonic form of himself, where he's all red, kind of like Jafar, but a little different. His eyes, when he's in his demonic form, which you see him in every day in every video, he's usually sporting his red and yellow eyes. Yellow eyes are kind of a trademark of a Chaos Lord when they're using their full power. But he uses it all the time, and he never gets tired too often unless he's using a lot of it all at once. When you see him in his regular form right here. Oh wait. When you see him in his regular form right here, boom, he's only using parts of his power. He's not using all of it. Ergo, why he still looks kind of humanoid. But if he was using all of it, well, there's another version of him that looks even more creepy. But like Prime's Ascend mode, it comes in levels. He can also, since he became a crossroad demon because he thought like being a crossroad demon is a little bit better than doing regular Overlord work, which he could do, but he's powerful enough to do that. But he just says, "Nah, this is simple. Getting the really fucked up sinners to just surrender to me. It's better than anything," he'll say. And he'll often tell his wife, "Nah, Carm, that's more your bag. Me, I don't really, I care about our home, but I leave all that stuff to you guys." So yeah. Also, remember, and I want this to be clear, that Dem is in a adjacent canon from Hell of a Boss. Okay, he's not in the main canon. I mean, he's not in the main canon, but I know some idiot is gonna be like, "Well, he's not in the main canon, so none of this is canon." Well, it's not canon to the main story, but it's canon. It's canon to me. It's canon to me, goddammit. This is the handiest of head canons. That ain't even canon, it's just in its own thing. Anyways, while I am sitting here talking to you right now, so basically, and Carm in this continuity does know that Dem did get with Velvet at one point. Ergo, one of the reasons why they all another alternate reason why they kind of went at it, but only in my continuity. So yeah. So Dem and the others, I haven't finished. Bugs and Council versus the Lord's Legion, and currently it's gonna be made soon when I get more time. But in the comments of Double's videos, it's already happened because time dilation. And there will be certain references to it before I make it, but I'm not gonna reveal how everything happened. because when it's finally done, it's going to be on the website, and I want you all to watch it to really know what went down. But Dem actually got kind of a power up from a few sinners that were in the Lord's Legion who didn't really give their soul to him, but pledged it, which made him even more powerful. So there. That's pretty much a comprehensive picture of who Dem is, where he was. Oh, I forgot. The deal that landed him in hell is because he was always kind of a con man. Always conning people out of their money and just scamming them. So yeah, went to hell that way. And the Kuro family don't really like hold funerals very often unless they know someone's actually dead, because literally most members of the Kuro family can come back from death because, again, when they have the blood of the Grim Reaper flowing in them, they can't really die technically. They only die when they want to die. Like when they actually know, like wholeheartedly, that they're done with their lives and are freely ready to move on. But yes, but that is another tale for another day. Well, I'll see you guys later. This has been Who is Dem Archimedes Kuro, and I'm Bugsy No Name, and I'll see you soon. Folks. Bye-bye. And I will not put an outro and intro for this one. This is just a quick little video. That's like 22 minutes. Peace.